Namaste and welcome back to the chakra clearing series here on the Nudge You Need on YouTube. Today we're going to work on the throat chakra, but as usual, what I always say is if you haven't watched the other videos, it's really important that you do so and start at the beginning because everything stems from the breath of life, which was taught in the first video called Awareness and the Root Chakra. So watch all the videos in order. It's really important because this is a process of clearing and we have to start at the root chakra and work our way up in order for us to really clear the chakra system without blockages, without too many difficulties. It's a process and it starts at the bottom. We're now in the throat chakra area. But like I said, you have to really work your way up to here. So today, the throat chakra is about speaking your truth. And even if you've been speaking your truth at home or at your workplace or wherever with your friends, if they're not hearing you, you could still develop some physical issues in the throat chakra like thyroid or sore throat or neck pain, stuff like that. These emotional issues that we hold on to in the chakra system oftentimes cause physical issues, lower back pain, sciatic pain, that could be sacral chakra, root chakra stuff, and indigestion or, stomach problems is power chakra stuff. So looking at the chakra chart, which we've posted several times, and we'll post it again for this, video, you could really see where you may be holding some physical blockages. So, today the throat chakra is important to speak your truth, not hold things back. But when you speak your truth, you should come from the heart, not from the third eye, right? Not from the mind, because from the mind, we often say things we don't mean. It comes out rough. We don't even think before we speak. We just blurt it out. When you come from the heart, then your message is much clearer and people receive it at a whole different vibration. When you come from the heart, you raise your vibration, you put things out in a more positive light, and then things will come back to you in a more positive light. So next time you have something to say to somebody, maybe think about how they would best receive it, or if you had to hear that news, how you would best receive it, which doesn't always work because we each receive things our own different way. But at least you can come from a little more perspective of what another person might be experiencing when you're talking to them. So the throat chakra technique, we're going to do some physical movement, and it's all about moving the neck, getting this area loosened up, because if we're not speaking our truth, if we're not being heard, we probably have a lot of tension in this area and we want to get rid of it. So we start by standing up straight or sitting up straight. If you sit for a living, I highly recommend you get up. Harvard has just released a study that sitting is the new smoking. So at every chance that you can get to go through any of these movements in this series, if you can stand up and get away from your desk, I would highly recommend that. Just take 2 or 3 minutes 4 or 5 times throughout the day, and instead of going to smoke a cigarette outside, step outside. Do some of these movements, these breath works. Connect with the ground, connect with the earth, get off the cement if there's grass, and do some of these techniques. And if it's cold out, stay inside, but just stand up and get out of that sitting position. So it starts with the breath of life and standing up straight, which we did cover in the first video. Knees are loose, your pelvic tilt is under, your sternum is up. You have to lift your sternum. If you drop it, even just that little teeny amount, it blocks off the passage and you can't connect to the root, the grounded energy, right? Where the breath of life draws the energy up from our lower chakras, up through our system, connects it to the crown. And then once it's connected to the crown, the universal energy, the divine, we can use that power to release everything that doesn't serve us as we exhale. So it's important to stand up straight or sit up straight. As soon as you slouch even just the littlest bit, it'll block that passage. So you're standing up straight, your root lock is in, your knees are loose, you're breathing into your belly, you're drawing the energy up. And we'll do some really great movements for the neck, right? It's not really great to always be turning the neck back and forth. We tend to do it too fast and we could actually injure ourselves. So this video series is all about letting go, right? It comes from Tantra, and Tantra is about surrendering or letting go of things that are bothering us. So you take a deep breath, you inhale, draw the energy up. And as you exhale, I want you to just dangle sideways. Do it on the exhale. Now in this position, you want to make sure that your back and your head and your shoulder are against an imaginary wall, or stand against the wall if you can. You know, that will be even better because that'll really make sure you stay up straight. And in this position, I want you to relax. Drop your arms, drop your shoulders, drop your head. Let gravity pull it down and create the stretch. Stay with your breath, inhaling fresh, clean, healing energy, and exhaling everything that doesn't serve you as you just relax and dangle. Stay with the breath. Close your eyes. Breathe. Exhaling completely, letting everything go. On the next inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, let's drop to the other side, right? So let everything go. Let the stretch happen. It doesn't matter how far you go. It just matters that you start to feel the stretch. You don't want to tense up. You want to relax. Stay with the breath. Drawing the energy up, releasing back down, letting go of tension. Just allowing the stretch to happen, making sure you're against that wall. And you can hold these poses for as many breaths as you want, right? You can go back and forth, right? You can inhale and then exhale and then inhale and then exhale. But I really recommend staying in the pose at least for 2 or 3 breaths so you can actually let go, let go, let go. Every time you exhale, you'll notice that gravity will pull you down a little more and let you release a little more. It works with some of the other techniques that we did in the earlier videos as well. Gravity is a big part of surrendering and allowing the gravitational pull of the earth to pull this stuff out of our systems. You know, Mother Earth will receive all of our issues and our complaints and the things we're getting rid of. We can bring them back down and she'll gladly receive them and care for us when we connect. So that is a great technique for the neck, right? It really lets you go. Plus it gives you a little stretch on the side as well to kind of open up the lower chakras. So another great technique we can do is to clasp our hands behind our back, but don't pull down. I know we're all tempted to do that, but that's really, again, forcing, right? We're forcing the stretch. As soon as we engage our muscles, we create tension. So we really just want to stay relaxed because we're in the process of letting go of tension. Knees are loose, your pelvic tilt is under. Your hands here can remind you to kind of keep your pelvic tilt under and also to keep your sternum up. This is not about pulling the shoulders back or sticking the chest out. It's just about lifting the sternum and that root lock position, right? Now you are totally grounded and connected to the earth. When your knees are loose, you're in this martial arts type stance, which really gives you a lot of power. So you're inhaling again, the breath of life, drawing the energy up as you inhale, back down as you exhale. And I want everybody on the inhale to look to the right. Take a nice deep breath. As you exhale, roll your chin all the way down. Don't drop your sternum. Keep your sternum up. Now you inhale to the left. And exhale, rolling back down. Keep your sternum up. This stretch, nice and slow. Inhale as you look to the side, rolling down as you exhale. Nice and slow. Feeling every muscle in the body as it rolls. You can feel it down your back, down your neck, all the way down to my feet. I can feel it. So again, nice and slow, always rolling on the exhale. Then you come back to center. You're feeling good, much, much looser. You're going to stay with the breath. Always stay with the breath. Remember, this is a moving meditation I'm teaching you. So in the end, you're going to put all these movements together because you're not going to have to think about them anymore. And you're going to breathe and move and breathe and move and breathe and move. You can put them together in any way that you want. Create a flow for yourself. You can start at the floor. You can start at the top. You can go down, whatever is good for you. And create this moving meditation which will help you let go of anger, fear, anxiety, stress, sadness, whatever you're dealing with. It can help you immediately let go. All right, so the next technique is just to inhale as you're looking center. Inhaling fresh, clean, healing energy and exhaling everything that doesn't serve you. So you're just going to look down. Make sure you keep your shoulders down. Don't bring them up. Stay relaxed. Stay grounded. Your gut is firm. Your legs are firm. You're very locked in and root lock position down here. But this top of you is completely relaxed. You're completely surrendered, just allowing your body to stretch. Then as you inhale, bring the energy up. And as you exhale, drop back. Not too much. Don't bring your shoulders up. You don't want to come up here. You want to stay relaxed, stay grounded, and just create enough stretch in this part of your body just to feel it a little. Little by little, the more you do this, the more stretch you're going to get, and eventually all this pain is going to go away. But you have to keep doing it every day, 2, 3, 4 times a day. When you're sitting in your car, when you're sitting at your desk, when you have a few minutes at lunch, right, before you eat. Go through these movements, go through these stretches, and reset yourself. It's like hitting the reset button, right? So inhale. Exhale, drop it back just a little. Stay with the breath. Drawing fresh, clean, healing energy up. Exhale, dropping it down. Keep your shoulders down. Relax, stretch. Inhale back to center. Exhale, drop it back, relax. And if you need more stretch in your shoulder, you can drop it as you exhale. Hold this pose, keep your sternum up. And as you exhale, then inhale, and as you exhale the next time, maybe sniff under your left armpit. Then back to the middle and exhale, sniff under your right armpit, right? That creates a little more stretching in different parts of the neck. It's just about taking your time, following through. The movements follow the breath work. You always stretch on the exhale because the mantra, which we've discussed before, is inhaling fresh, clean, healing energy, exhaling everything that doesn't serve me. So if you do the stretch on the exhale, you will exhale everything that doesn't serve you, both emotionally and physically. And that is the throat chakra. Remember, speak your truth, make sure you're being heard, come from your heart, and do some exercises for your neck. There's tons of neck exercises out there. If you don't like these, go find your own. This is not, the end all be all. There's many different ways to go through these movements and stretches. But remember that my stretches are about letting go. They're not about creating more tension, which a lot of times if you go do stretches, watch people stretching, they're all about tension, right? This is all about letting go. So these techniques are about surrendering, letting go, feeling gravity, allowing your head to drop, feeling gravity, just allowing gravity to do the work. I'm going to put the chakra chart back up one more time so you can take a look at it. Look in the out of balance column, see what resonates with you. Look back in the imbalance column, see where you want to get. And, you know what? I forgot to chant the mantra. The mantra is the throat chakra technique. So I'm going to do that with you. I'm going to pick up my sheet here. And the mantra is actually located here on the left side of the sheet. Now, this mantra doesn't mean anything. A lot of times mantras will mean something. You can keep them in your head. You can write them down. But this mantra does not mean anything. So you can't just keep it in your head or write it down or look at it. You must chant it. Remember, this is a vibrational technique from the throat, right? And you can't just chant it like this. Lam, vam, ram. You have to really project. These tones they're just tones. They don't mean anything. And each tone was created for each individual chakra. So if you're just keeping it under your breath, you're not really creating any vibration to go with the chakra. In the beginning, as you chant this mantra, I want you to picture the chakras. Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Ham, Om. But in the end, it's not about picturing the chakras. It's about feeling the vibration in the chakra as you're chanting the mantra. If you need something to help you remember the mantra, Lam Vam Ram is LVR, that's lover. Yam and Ham is a Y and an H, so that's you have. And then Om is at the top. So lover, you have Om. Maybe that will help you to remember it a little faster. So we're going to chant the mantra. I'll chant it 3 times. I recommend that you chant the mantra at least, 6, 7, 8 times. There's really no right number or wrong number. Chant it until you really feel the vibration working. Don't just chant it once. It's just kind of barely going to put a start to it. Keep chanting it. Chant it in the car because it's a nice closed space, especially if you're sitting in rush hour traffic. It's a great way to disconnect from all the negative energy. I like to chant it in the shower because the acoustics are good. So go ahead and chant it whenever you need to clear any of the stuck energy that you may see in the out of balance column. All right, so stand up, don't sit and don't be scrunched over. Stand up or sit up straight. You can sit up straight at the edge of your chair. Make sure your pelvic tilt is under, make sure your sternum is up, make sure you take that deep belly breath, right? So if you really haven't understood the belly breath yet, watch how it travels through my body as I chant this mantra. I'm gonna close my eyes because it's easier for me. Lam Vam Ram Yam Ham Om. Lam Vam Ram Yam Ham Lam Vam Ram Yam Ham Woo! All right, well, that was good for me. I hope it was good for you. And stay in tuned. We got 2 more chakras to go. They're coming right up. But like I said, go back to the beginning. Make sure you watch these in order. Make sure you learn them in order. And if you have any questions, message me on the Nudge You Need on Facebook. There's also a bunch of notes there you can look under. And namaste. Have a great afternoon, morning, evening.